What's up, guys, and welcome back to E-Moto. Today we have a pretty simple thing that we're going to be doing on the E-Ride Pro SS, but I wanted to talk you through the foot pegs, why we chose the foot pegs. This installation video is probably unneeded. I'm sure you know how to install the foot pegs, but there are a couple of things that I want to comment on and a couple of things that I want to talk about when it comes to the foot pegs so you can know what to expect when you get your E-Ride Pro, or maybe you're looking into some sort of foot peg to help you with more grip. That's what this video is about. There's probably 1,000 videos on how to install these things, but there are a couple of key points that not very many people mention that I think are going to be super helpful. Okay, so let's get down here and start with a little bit of a comparison. So it's pretty obvious to see the foot peg that you get on your E-Ride Pro SS is less than sufficient for any type of trail riding. Now, if you look at this foot peg, this is a foot peg that we purchased off Alibaba. And that is one of the things that I want to talk about today. Is this is the same exact foot peg in comparison and the same build quality as you would get out of a KKE foot peg, and more than likely a Warp 9 foot peg unless you're using one of their elite foot pegs. So we paid $12 for this. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because it's really not necessary to spend $60 or $70 on a pair of foot pegs when you can get something that's pretty comparable from Alibaba or AliExpress. And I know that goes against everything that we do at E-Moto. We sell parts, and it makes sense for people to be able to buy our parts. But at the same time, what we want to accomplish more than anything is getting people the right stuff at the right price. And this may be an opportunity for you to do that. Yes, we had to wait for them. We bought many sets of these, because what we do when we sell a bike is we put one of these sets on every bike that we sell. Because when somebody gets their bike, and this is the foot peg that they get from the factory, this isn't, although it will cut you, it's not sufficient. This is a true foot peg that will grip your shoes, that will grip your boots. No matter how you're riding, you want something that's going to grip your boot or your shoe or whatever it is, and this will do the trick. All right, so when it comes to the pins here for your foot pegs, there are a couple of different styles, and I want to show you what I mean. Getting these out is super easy once you have the Sur clip taken off, and I'm going to show you what comes in the Alibaba kit versus what comes in on the factory bike. So this is the pin out of the factory foot peg, and it has a washer and a Sur clip that goes over this to hold that peg in place. When you purchase from Alibaba, you get these, and it has a cotter pin that goes in, and then you just bend it. I don't like that. I don't like these. So I always, every bike that we do this on, we always keep the factory E-Ride pins because they have a Sur clip. It's just better. I would recommend that you use that one. Keep these as a backup in case you lose the Sur clip that goes on this pin right here. But after you get that done, it's really just a matter of putting this back on, sliding this through, putting your Sur clip on, and then your installation is pretty well done. So the pegs will use the factory bracket that comes on. These pegs fit Sur-On Light B, Talaria MX4, pretty much anything that has this style of bracket. Now, what you want to remember when you put this on is as you slide this in, when you put the spring in, you want this to be able to move this way. If you were to put them on the wrong side, or you were to flip these upside down, your peg would not move when you hit something, which could obviously throw you off the bike. So something to keep in mind when you put that on there. Really all you got to do is get your spring. Now the springs are a little tricky. They kind of sit in this divot right here, and then it goes just like that. And then what I do is I kind of just put some pressure down, grab the pin with the Sur clip, and then kind of just start finagling it through. It doesn't take much, but you do have to get everything to line up pretty well. And then you have to get it to go through the spring. And then I usually grab something like this. Now, once you got that on, it's really as simple as taking your washer, putting your washer over the bottom, finding your Sur clip again, tossing it on, and then pushing it straight forward, and that's what will clip everything into place. So I know a video like this may be silly for a lot of you guys, but there are a lot of people that have never done this stuff before, and there are some best practices. And for me, the circlip is the best practice. So also in the foot pegs, we will put foot peg options down into the description. If you want to purchase from us, that would be fantastic. If you do want to purchase from Alibaba, they're pretty easy to find. Any Suron foot peg, Suron Light B foot peg, MX4 foot peg will fit an E-Ride SS. 2.0 as well as a 3.0. So they all pretty much use the same bracketry, obviously. But I think it's just something to consider. If you're going to put anything on your bike first, we always go pegs right out of the gate. That's why every bike that we sell and somebody comes and picks up, they leave with a brand new pair of foot pegs, because it's just one of those things that you really can't overstate how important it is. Like I said, not everybody has the experience that some of you guys may have. So, we're just trying to cover all of our bases and give everybody the step-by-step process. Next on this, we do have the Arfloxa front forks and suspension that we're going to be putting on. We have new handlebars on the way. We have all kinds of stuff for this bike, and we also have a 3.0 that will be here in about 24 hours. And we're going to start that build as well. That build will be a lot of fun because that bike's very new and people are still trying to learn what it's all about. So if you like this style of content, it was helpful in any way, like it, subscribe to the channel so you can come along for more videos like this, share it with somebody, and we will see you guys on the next one.